guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been forever. It's been a minute. I don't think I recorded a video since the summertime. Your girl has been trying to get her life in order, and for now, let's just be glad that we're back in action. So I turned 25 on November 10th, which was a little less than a month ago, like 3 weeks ago. And before my birthday, I saw a lot of videos, not a lot, I saw a couple videos where people were talking about 25 lessons they learned or 24 lessons they've learned, you know, because they were turning 24. So like 24 lessons I've learned in 24 years. So I was like, your girl just turned 25, or your girl's about to turn 25, so why not do 25 lessons that I've learned over 25 years? These are really just like random things that popped in my head when the idea came to mind. And I also, as my birthday gift, not really a gift, but when it was my birthday, I created a status that said, I asked people to share their life lessons that they've learned over the years. So I'm gonna be using a few of those. So shout out to everybody who left me a comment and helped me out with that. So let's get right into these 25 lessons. The first one I have is life goes on. So I know that when I was younger, I used to think that that point in my life was the end all be all. Like the boyfriends I had in high school, I thought that those are gonna be my husbands, and now I'm glad I've, you know, grown up. But you know, this is all temporary, so you just kind of have to take life as it goes. And you know, there are things that happen, you know, it kind of like gets you down and it feels like the end of the world, but it's really not. Like, you've made it through hard times before, you're gonna make it through these hard times too. So sis, life goes on. Okay, the second one is it's okay to say no. That's very no, it's not self-explanatory, but let me just say, it's okay to say no. Like, I know for me, when it comes to my friends, I really try to say yes as much as I can, but sometimes you just have to say no. Like, if I don't want to do something, I can say no. You're allowed to say no. People might not like to hear the word no. I know sometimes I don't even like to hear the word no, but it's just like, sometimes people don't feel like it, or you know, they're not able to for whatever reason. So if you want to say no, say no. If you want to say hell no, say hell no. You know, you can say no. All right, so number 3, I think this might be my favorite of all. That might change. I don't even remember what I wrote, but this is number 3. Confidence is key. Okay, so this is why I say this. I think this is the most important lesson that you can learn in life. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just think this is important going through life, especially nowadays, like with social media. And I feel like we're a lot more judgmental towards each other. But this is, number 3 is confidence is key. When I say that, I mean being confident in everything that you do. Being confident in everything about you, flaws and all. Like, I kind of adopted the mindset that if I'm okay with everything about me, there's nothing else that somebody can say that's going to break me down. Like, okay, I know that already, so what you're saying doesn't matter. I'm unmoved, unbothered, unfazed. It does nothing for me, you know? If, you know, maybe you stole, you were a thief at one point in time in life, if somebody tries to call you a thief again, and it's like, okay, I know I stole, moving on, I did it, it happened, I don't do it again. You know, you just have to really become comfortable with who you are, because I know even in college, I saw a lot of girls become shaken up by the things that people would say to them or things that people would do to them. And it's like, girl, like, okay, and you gotta hit the charade. Who gonna check me, boo? Okay? So just be confident and be comfortable with everything about you. I don't know how I got here, but I'm good with me. Like, I'm good with all the decisions that I make, good or bad. Like, I'm good. Whether my friends like it, whether my mom likes it, like, I'm good with everything that I do, that I decide to do, you know? All right, so number 4, everyone does not have to like you. Let me tell you where this kind of came from. When I first moved here, I used to hang with like a bunch of girls, and I just personally feel like when you get a bunch of girls together, it doesn't always work. And not to discount them or anything, you know, it's just like everybody is not my cup of tea, and I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with them, there's nothing wrong with me, but you know, everybody doesn't have to like you, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. You know, now, does that mean you're perfect? No. Does that mean I'm perfect? No. Does sis have some things to work on? Yes. Does sis have some things to work on? I'm sure you do. So it's not to say like you're perfect, but it just goes to say, you know, you'll find the people who accept you for you and help you become better. It's no need to change who you are to get somebody to like you. If somebody's gonna rock with you, they'll rock with you how you come, and they'll call you out when they have a problem. And if you don't want to change, then they might distance themselves. But it's okay. Like, if you're not out here disrespecting somebody, and some people just don't like your personality and who you are, and you're not being fake, it's okay. Like, it's good, it's cool. There is somebody out there that will like you exactly how you come. And so if somebody doesn't like you, okay, and that's fine. Okay. Number 5, you won't always have the answer. Let me tell y'all something. Moving here by myself has really, it's really been a challenge. It's really been a challenge. And I've definitely struggled a lot. And there have been times when I feel like I need to be doing this, or I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I can't figure out my path. So that's what I mean when I say you don't always have to have the answer. Like, it's okay to not know. It's okay to be unsure. There will be times when you don't know, like, and it's okay. Maybe you can ask someone for advice, or maybe you just pray, or however you know, reconcile your spirit. You'll find the answer. It doesn't have to come right then, right now, but the answer will come. You will figure it out. You're not lost in this world. It'll come to you. It'll come. All right, number 6. There's no need to rush life. Take life as it comes. Okay. So on social media, I see a lot of people, you know, talking about, where's bae? I need a bae. I need this. I need that. Why don't you just enjoy life where you're at? Stand still. You know, take it as it comes. Don't be trying to rush through life. Just chill. Your bae will come. Your job will come. The money gonna come. It's a reason why you are where you are. So just stand still in it. For example, if you are single right now, have you taken the time to figure out what it is that you like? You know, have you taken the time to figure out yourself, to figure out how to deal with your own emotions? Because you cannot bring somebody else into the equation, you know, having to deal with their emotions, and you can't even deal with your own, you know. It's just going to be a mess. So take that time to, you know, build your standards, figure out what it is that you want, figure out what is it that you don't want. So that when the time comes, you're ready. You're not second guessing, you know, you're not confused. You know what's up, you know, just take life as it comes. Just go with, sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, you know, you just gotta chill. And number 7, do what it is that you want to do. That's self-explanatory. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you're going to do, okay? There's no need, you know, to be second guessing yourself and the decisions that you're making. If in your heart, that's what your heart is telling you to do, then do it. If you mess up when you get there, that's fine, but don't rely on anybody else to tell you what it is that you need to go and do. Don't listen to your parents tell you that, you know, that's not what you need to do. That's not your parents' life. It's nobody else's life but your own. So, you know, if you're making choices based upon, you know, what somebody else thinks or what somebody else might think of you, you're going about it the wrong way. It's not going to work like that, because at the end of the day, you have to deal with yourself. So when you make that decision for somebody else or based upon somebody else, are you happy? Does that decision make you happy? You know, that's kind of what you have to think about. I told y'all these were kind of random. Okay, so number 8, find a good skincare routine. Yes, find a good skincare routine. I have found what works for my skin, and one of the things that I feel like that works for everybody's skin is consistency. Find the products that work for you. Don't be trying to dibble and dabble in everything, you know. Find a good, consistent routine and wash your face twice a day. Twice. Or at least once, you know. Be consistent in whatever routine. You know, find the cleansers, the toners, the scrubs. Maybe you don't need the scrubs, you know. Figure out what kind of skin it is that you have. I don't have oily skin, so I can't give you advice on oily skin. I don't have acne prone skin, so I can't talk about that. My skin is sensitive, and that's probably the only thing that I have in my skin. So I figured out what works for my sensitive skin. I've been using the same products. A couple of products that I use, I've been using since middle school. I've been using it for a long time, and it just works. So figure out what works for your skin. Stick to it, sis. All right, so number 9. Establish your standards, set them, and enforce them. Okay, so this can apply to relationships, and it can apply to life as well, you know. A lot of the times we only talk about relationship as far as like romantic, sexual relationships. We don't talk about the platonic relationships that we have with friends. Your friends need to kind of have a standard as well. The people that are coming into your life, you need to have a standard for what you need, what you require. And if those people can't meet your standards, then you need to let them go. You are entitled, you know, to have these standards, you know, what you expect of people who you call a friend or people that you welcome into your life. You don't have to, like I said before, there is somebody that will like you for you. There is somebody that will meet you exactly where you need them to meet you. If the person needs to be in your life, they will meet your standards. You will not have to lower your standards to meet them. Okay? So figure out what it is. Set that standard. Set it. Don't drop it. Make those people rise to the occasion. Hold people accountable, you know, for them being in your life, for the position that they hold in your life. That can be at work, you know, that can be with friends, that can be in your relationship, that can even be with your family. There are boundaries that you need to set for those people, and you need to make sure that they're meeting those standards because you are entitled to that. Don't feel like you're asking too much of someone. If you're asking the right person, you won't be asking too much. It won't be like that. So find out what it is that you require, what you need, and set it. Number 10, trust your journey, not anyone else's. Okay, this might be my second favorite. Might be my favorite. I don't know. But trust your journey, yours, not anyone else's. Back to social media, we see all these people, you know, taking trips, buying cars, buying bags, designer head to toe, and you might still be in your mother's house and you ain't got 2 pennies to rub together. But you know what? That's just fine. That's your journey. That's where you are supposed to be. You don't know what it took for those people to have to get that designer. You don't even know if it's really theirs. You don't know that. You only see the final product, but you don't see people choose what they want you to see. They're gonna show you the bad. All they're gonna show you is the good. All they're gonna show you is the flexing. So you can't always trust what the eye sees. You know, people bring the good to you. So, and you can, let's not even apply it to material things. Let's apply it to real life situations. Like, okay, when I graduated, I didn't have a job like I thought I was gonna have a job. It took me a couple months to find a job, and I was kind of checking on other people's lawn, you know, checking on what other people was doing. And then that made me feel like I was doing something wrong, but I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't sitting there, I was at my mom's house, you know, but I was still working, I was still making money, I was still living life. But I just thought that because I saw my friends, you know, having salaries and having more money that I wasn't doing enough, but I was doing just fine. Just fine. But because I was not focused on myself, you know, I was worried about what everybody else was doing, so I couldn't even appreciate what I had going on. There's people out here who wish they had the little part-time job that I had. So if you don't have a job at all. Now I have a job, I have a salary, I have my own apartment, and sometimes I wish I was back at my mama's house, not paying rent. But you know, you just have to really appreciate what it is that you're going through. If you're worried about what anybody else is going through, you're not gonna appreciate. You're always gonna feel bad about what you're doing. You're never gonna appreciate you. You're never gonna appreciate your journey because you worried about somebody else. Worry about self. Worry about thine self, okay? All right, so number 11, know how to dress your body. I think it is so important for you to know what works well for you and what does not. When I get on social media, you know, we see the Instagram models with the bodies who are snatched, you know, and it might make you feel a little type of way, and you might feel like you can wear what they're wearing, but you can't. I cannot wear what Bernice wears. I cannot wear what Juju is wearing, okay? My body isn't built like that. Like for me, for example, I'm gonna use myself. I feel like I need to tone up my stomach area. So I do not wear, you know, I rarely wear my stomach out. If I do, it's like a high waist pant with a crop top. But it's never like a crop top and a mid-rise pant or a low-rise pant to where you can see my stomach. I figured that people are always like, you're not that big, you don't need to work out. It's because I dress my body accordingly. I don't wear a lot of tight shirts. I don't wear a lot of tight clothes, period. Sometimes I do. My pants might be tight, but as far as shirts, it's not, you know, that's not quite my thing. I see a lot of girls like trying to pose and suck it in, or trying to pose and put their hand over their stomach, or posing and putting emojis over their problem areas. Sis, if you would just buy clothes that fit or wore clothes that were more flattering, you wouldn't have to go through all that. And I'm not even trying to be shady or funny. I'm being like for real. It's okay if you have to get an extra large. It is okay. Because when I go to H&M, sometimes I gotta get a dang on 12 size pant. It just depends. Like, you just have to get what fits. You have to get what fits and what works for you. It's no need for you to be trying to squeeze into too small clothing, or, you know, have your stomach hanging out. And that's really no shade. I just don't feel like that's the best thing to do. You know, have your stomach hanging all out. If that's what you feel comfortable doing, do you, sis. But for me, I'm not gonna do it because I don't feel comfortable doing it. Yes, okay, be comfortable in your skin, be cool with who you are, but also at the same time, like, love yourself enough to know this isn't my size, or this doesn't work for me. You know, wear what works for you. Like for me, I don't wear like mini skirts or mini dresses because when I walk, they rise up. And I don't feel like pulling them down all the time. Like in Victoria's Secret, I used to wear a medium, now I get a large because I was tired of having wedgies. You have to figure out what works for you. It's okay if you have to get the biggest size. It's okay, sis. You'll still be cute in your extra large, in your 2X. You'll be cuter in the 2X than you will be in the medium. I feel like everybody just needs to love themselves and love the body that they have and dress that body accordingly. Don't try to squeeze yourself into something that you're uncomfortable in, that's not flattering on you, that you gotta suck it in and pose like this and put an emoji here, put your hand here. Just buy the right size, you know, buy the stuff that is flattering. Okay, now this one is, I need everybody to hear this when I say this, especially my fellow brown sisters. Please hear me when I say this. Number 12. Never wear a nude lipstick, gloss, without a brown liner. Let me say this again, because I don't know if y'all hear me. When you wear nude lipstick, as a brown girl, you need a liner. I don't care how light you are. You need a liner, sis. You need a liner. Period, point blank. I don't really know. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. The baboon butt lips it's not working, you know. Going back to my last point of loving yourself. Love yourself enough to get a brown liner. When you're wearing your nude lipstick, gloss, matte, lipstick, whatever it is. If it's nude, get a liner, please. I beg of you. Get you a liner, sis. Okay, this is number 13. It's okay to cut people off. If you rewind back a couple points when I said set some standards, enforce them, you know? If those people are not meeting your standards, you can cut them off. It's okay to let people go. You do not have to hang on to anybody, even your family. If they're not acting accordingly, you can cut them off. You need to protect your peace. And if you interrupt that, it's not happening. It's not going down. You gotta go. Cause no, it's not going down like that. And that one right there, it's okay to cut people off. I've really learned that this year. I've lost a few people that I thought, you know, would be around for a while. And, you know, it's not to say they're bad people, not to say I'm a bad person, you know. It just wasn't a good fit anymore. And that's okay. It's okay. But what I'm not gonna do is keep allowing people to disrupt my peace, not pouring into me like I need them to. You know, if you're not doing anything for me, you know, and I don't even mean like doing anything as far as like providing. I mean like when it comes to my friends and people around me, I don't expect anybody to do anything for me monetarily. I don't expect gifts from my friends. I don't even think we get each other like birthday gifts, stuff like that, which is fine. I don't expect that of them. But what I do expect for them to do is be there for me mentally, you know, spiritually, pouring into me. I cannot have, and I'm saying this for me personally, I can't have any interruptions in my peace. Especially now that I live by myself and in a place when I say by myself, I mean like in an apartment by myself. I don't have a roommate. And also in a city by myself where I don't know a whole lot of people. The last thing I have time for is to be worried about, you know, a bad friend or bad relationship or anything like that. I can't do it. I have so much time by myself. It's so easy for my mind to get caught up on what's going wrong. Instead of me worrying or being upset, you just gotta go. We're just gonna let you go. And if you wanna let me go, that has happened this year too. And that's right on fine. I'm not gonna press the issue. I can't. You make that, you know, we just have to agree to go separate ways, and that's just what it's gonna be. I don't have it in me to fight for a relationship or try to figure out what's going wrong, what's going right. If it goes wrong, it's wrong. We just gotta go our separate ways. My peace has become so important to me that I'll let you go before I let myself go. Period, point blank. It's that simple. I can't do it. So if you feel like you're at a point where your peace is more important and some people around you are, you know, not pouring into you the way you need them to. And I'm not saying you have to cut these people off and curse them out and go off on them. No, it doesn't have to be like that. But you can distance yourself from people, you know, and eventually their distance will grow. Especially for me, like, I don't really call people like that. I'll text you, but I don't really reach out to people a lot. So it's not really hard for me to distance myself because a lot of people don't reach out to me either. So it's okay. It's good. Okay, so number 14, forgive but do not forget / do not hold grudges. Kind of ties in with the last point that I made. People are going to hurt your feelings. You know, people are going to make you upset. And you kind of, not to say you have to get over it, but it's easier to kind of just let it go than it is to be. I feel like it takes a lot more energy to be upset, to be mad, and, you know, holding grudges than it is to just say, you know what, you did this. It reflects on your character. It doesn't reflect on my character. And you give it to God. You let karma handle it. That's what I've learned. Like I said, I don't have a lot of space for negativity. I just don't. I I've really had to force myself to be positive and focus on the positive. I don't really have a lot of space to be mad at people or hold grudges or whatever. I don't. So, and with that, I just feel like it takes too much to be mad at somebody, you know? If they did you wrong, charge it to the game and move on. They'll get theirs, and that's all it's gonna be. It's no need for you to be trying to get revenge. There's no need for you to be walking around with a chip on your shoulder and this person did me wrong. They know what they did. Oh, they know. They know what's up. And then you let it go. Like I said, charge it to the game and you move on. I just feel like it takes so much to be mad at people and to hold on to negative energy and be mad. Like, no. It is what it is. Like, again, like, just let it go and just say, all right. That's why I say forgive but do not forget. It would be real foolish to forget how people act or to forget what people are capable of. If you do choose to re-encounter with that person after they've done you wrong or whatever, I would be a fool to forget what you're capable of. I know what you can do. But we can move forward. But I know how you get down. It's always in the back of my mind, but I'm not going to hold it against you. Just forgive, but don't forget. Let it go. Don't hold it. If you're going to allow that person back into your life, don't hold it over their head. Let it go. But always be cognizant. Is that the right word? I hope I use that right. Always be aware of what that person is capable of. So if they do it again, it's like, okay, I knew what it was when I signed up. Number 15, don't be afraid to speak up. If something is making you unhappy, say it. If it's something that you want, say it. A closed mouth does not get fed. If you want somebody to treat you a certain way, then you need to tell that person, I need you to treat me like X, Y, and Z. If you want help from somebody, if you need help from somebody, then you need to speak up and say, I need help. You know? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to speak up. Say what it is that you need. Say what it is that you require. People don't know it, and a lot of times we get ourselves into these situations where we put these expectations onto people and they didn't even know they were there. And so now you're mad because they didn't live up to the expectations that they weren't even aware of. When it comes to those standards that I mentioned earlier, you need to let people know that that's what you need. That's what you require. This is what I have. This is what I need. This is where I need you to meet me. And if you made that clear to them, you know, they can't do nothing but respect it or move to the left. But I just feel like a lot of times we're not truthful in what it is that we want. And when I say we, I include myself, because I know there were times when especially in undergrad and it came to guys, I would kind of suppress my feelings and my wants and what I wanted from them just to continue to have them around. Like, now I'm looking back like, girl, no. It was no need for me to do that. Because if that's not what I want, why would I not say that? Why would I not? I can say anything else out my mouth. I'm not shy. I'm not ashamed. So why is it that I couldn't say it then? I mean, maybe it's just a part of growing up, but, you know, if it's something that you want, even at work, there would be times when I didn't know something and I wouldn't ask people for help, and because I feel like I was getting people. But now, no, I ask everybody that I find. No, do you know how to do this? Do you know where I can find this? I ask for help. And if something is upsetting me, I say it. I had a meeting with my manager a few months ago and she was asking some like, I don't want to say like emotional, not emotional, like they were questions that required really honest answers. And I gave her really honest answers. Like, it's no need for you to mince your words or feel like you can't say how you feel, you know, as long as you're being respectful. Say what it is that you want. Say what it is that you don't want. If you're mad, say that. If you're sad, say that. Just speak up. All right, so now I'm going to get my last 10 from the Facebook status that I made on my birthday. So this first one is from Treasure, and Treasure said, I asked people their life lessons. What did I say? I'm gonna tell you exactly. I said in the comments, drop a life lesson you've learned over the years. So yeah, so these are what people have learned over the years. So this one is from Treasure. She said, believe in yourself if you do nothing else. I've learned that some of the biggest mistakes in life I've made have come as a direct result of the lack of confidence I had in myself. Thinking that I didn't have what it took cost me opportunities and now that I'm older, I regret not shooting for the stars each and every time I had the chance. Okay, sis. Don't second guess yourself. Next. This one is from Shaderica. She said, always protect your energy. Yes, sis. Yes, yes, yes. Didn't I just say, you know, protect your peace? She said it too. I'm not playing. And if you're not protecting your peace, it's probably because you haven't been in a space where your peace was like all you had. So you didn't really feel the need to protect it. But now that like my peace is like a very important part of my life right now. It's when I come in this house, I need my house to be in order. Because that's a part of, you know, me being at peace. I need my life to be in order, you know. I don't need turmoil in my life. Protect your energy, protect your peace. It's so important. Okay, this one is from Bray. She said, everyone is not supposed to be a part of your success, and that is okay. Which kind of goes back to when I said, you know, everyone's not going to like you. Everyone's not going to be your friend, you know. Everybody, as you grow, you know, as we become, are we young adults? I would say, I'm 25. I would say I'm a young adult. You know, everybody can't come with you. It's just, it is what it is, you know. We all have different goals in life. We all have different paths in life, and they don't always align, and that's okay. Everybody can't go. It's from Crystal. She said, it doesn't matter when you start or how you start as long as you reach what you started for. Honey, that's a word. That's a word, okay? Okay, so this one is from Sister K, aka Kendra, and she said, dig deeper than the surface. It's not enough to look alright, truly be alright. It doesn't matter how things look. What's important is how you feel. Okay, that right there is, I thought I read all these before, but I guess not. But that one really resonated with me. That kind of explains why I took a break from making YouTube videos. I wasn't okay. I don't know. I mean, I can give more words, but I don't really feel like giving more words. But I wasn't okay. And I know people saw me like on social media, you know, doing my thing or whatever, posting and whatever, tweeting whatever, but I wasn't making videos just because I couldn't. I wasn't, let's just leave it at that. I wasn't okay. So I had to make sure I was in order before I could try to come and entertain somebody else or pour into somebody else, you know. So that one was, ooh, Sister K said a mouthful. Okay, so this one is from Joy. Joy, attorney at law. Joy said, chase a check, never chase a, you know how that go. Which is true, honey. Always get that coin, okay? Don't let nobody interrupt your coin. I don't even know what number we're on. This might be like, have I done like 5? I don't know. Alright, so this one is from Miss Harris. Well, her name is Allison Welcher, but she was my 9th grade English teacher. If you let her tell it, she will tell you that I gave her hell. I don't remember. Well, no, I probably did give her hell. Sorry, Miss Harris. But her last name is Welcher now, but I just like know her as Miss Harris. So she said, for everything there is a season, except that there will be some bright and sunny ones and some dark and cold ones, but always remember that seasons change. Find a testimony in the testing season and praise God in the celebratory seasons. I'm about to snatch my wig off and start shouting, because these people, these are so good. Like, people were really, you know, people really show out with these. Wow, that was good. Let me read that again. For everything there is a season, except that there will be some bright ones and sunny ones, and some dark and cold ones. But always remember that seasons change. Find a testimony in the testing season and praise God in the celebratory season. Ooh. It's gone. That's a word. Okay. Alright, so this one is from Kiana. She said the life lesson that she's learned is no one will look out for you like you look out for you. Okay? Even sometimes, not even your friends, but sometimes you all the time you gotta have your own back. At all times, have your own back. Always be looking out for you. Always make sure that you're straight. Before you make sure anybody else is straight, make sure you're straight. And if you being straight, or if you having X, Y, and Z depends on somebody else doing something, no. You need to make sure that you got it for you. Because that person might fall through. They not, like she said, nobody's going to have you like you got you. Let's see. Carrie said your coworkers are not your friends. Yes, that is true. I do not hang out with my coworkers outside of work. We strictly talk at work, and I don't even tell them everything of my... It's a couple. I have a couple that are like real cool, and we chit chat, you know. I don't tell them all my BI or whatever, but you know, I give them a couple splashes of tea, not too much. I don't fill up the whole cup. It's from Deanna. She is one of my mom's friends. She said, make sure you live within your means and always pay yourself first. Okay? Live within your means. Because I know I live within mine. Because let me say, it's some, you know, it's some designer out here that I want. But that's not within my means, okay? Maybe one day it will be. No, not maybe one day. One day it will be within my means. But right now, it's not. So, you know, I make it work with what I got. You don't have to have the designer to be cute. You know, you can be cute for less. What else she said? She said, network, network, network. But that network ain't nothing if you don't work it. Oh, okay. Network. Now, people always say network, network. People always tell you to network. But they don't tell you that network ain't nothing if you ain't working it. Do with that what you meant. From Cliff. He said, no matter what other people do, don't let them change who you are. Which is true. Which kind of, I feel like that ties into when I said, you know, don't try to change yourself for other people to like you or for you to get along with other people. Like, the people will come, everything will come to you. All right, so this one is from Morgan. Morgan said, the road to your destiny is not always a straight path. It comes with many twists and turns and bumps. But if you just stay the course, it does get better on the other side. That's right, sis. You know, sometimes it seems like that's the end of the road, but it's not. You know, there's more to your journey. Keep pushing. Alright, so that concludes my 25 lessons that I've learned in 25 years. I hope you guys got something from this. I hope that it resonated somewhere in your spirit, you know. I hope you got some positive message that you needed right now. I am back, you guys. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. You know, I was getting her life together. My life is together now. At least I hope it is. So I feel like my upload should be more consistent, but let me just say thank you to everybody who is currently subscribed to me, people that watch my older videos, because those views are still going up. So thank you guys. And I've seen people like shouting me out even though I only have a few videos, so I really appreciate that. So yeah, just thank you guys. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing, sis? What are you doing, nephew? Subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to me already, please do so. let's get this video a thumbs up, you know. And down in the comments, let me know, you know, your favorite life lesson, your favorite quote, you know, your favorite piece of positivity. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.